Hey guys, thank you so much for having me. My name is Tessa Zolly, and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California, as well as a skincare blogger, YouTuber, and podcaster. I am currently in the process of creating my own skincare line for my clients, and I own an all-virtual skincare consulting practice. Tonight, I'm going to be focused on both anti-aging and acne. I have normal but slightly dehydrated skin with an oily T-zone. Now that our hands are clean and our hair is back, I'm going to go in with my first step, which is the Bioderma Micellar Water. And I use this on a Clean Skin is the brand, little biodegradable towel, I guess you could call it. And I would consider this the first step in my triple cleanse. So first we are removing any outer layer of dirt, debris, oil, sunscreen, and pollution. I'm not wearing any mascara, but if I was, I would just hold this on the mascara for a couple seconds to dissolve the mascara. And it just loosens any debris or makeup really easy. So you just press and hold. You don't have to rub a ton. I like this formula because it is oil and fragrance free, which when it comes to the eyes, I am very picky and I just don't see the point in using a product that is irritating or has excess oil. So I am a little bit different from some estheticians and skincare influencers in that I'm not a big fan of oil cleansing, and I think there's totally room for different philosophies in skincare. It doesn't have to always be right versus wrong, but I do see an oil cleanse holding a lot of my clients back. Reason being, the largest molecule should always go last in your skincare routine, and I'm a firm believer that oil should go as the last step in the routine as opposed to the first. When we use an oil cleanse first, it can leave behind a residue, and that is usually really difficult to cut with a water-based cleanser completely. Having that leftover residue could mean your other products don't penetrate as effectively, or if you are breakout prone, it could clog your pores. So what I do instead to double cleanse is I double cleanse with a cream cleanser first. This is the Peptide cleanser by GlyMed Plus. This is a professional line, only available through licensed professionals. So this is what I use and recommend for my clients. You're going to apply it with dry hands on a dry face first. And I promise it's just as luxurious as an oil cleanser. This is so lovely. GlyMed calls it their red carpet cleanser. It is rich in vitamin C, peptides, vitamin E, and echinacea. It is just a really lovely, luxurious cleanser. You can even leave it on as a mask for a couple minutes to reap all the benefits of the luxurious ingredients. For my people who are nervous to cleanse in the morning because they're afraid it will dry their skin out, it's not going to dry your skin out, go for a hydrating cream-based cleanser. That way you are adding some emollients back into your skin rather than just splashing with water, which actually pulls moisture out of your skin. About halfway through, I add in a little bit of water, and all of my clients know I have a 1-minute cleansing rule. I find most people are not actually spending enough time cleansing, and a good cleanse really is the foundation for your routine. So I tell my clients to set a little timer or count down from 60 and make sure they focus on their areas of concern. A lot of people, especially women, are prone to congestion here along their jawline. It's a very hormonal area, so you want to spend some good time massaging there and really getting underneath the fine facial hair that we all have on our skin. I told you guys, for me, my T-zone is kind of my problem area, so I spend extra time. And by the way, we all have, most of us, pretty much all of us, have a little bit of blackheads around our nose, and that is normal. It's really only something to be concerned with when you feel a lot of like ridged texture. It might be time for some extractions, but For most people, just a little bit of buildup is normal, and extractions can help, but that area probably will fill up at one point or another. So the best thing we can do to minimize those pores is really keep them clean. For my second cleanse, I'm going to go in with a gel cleanser. I'm using the Eminence Stone Crop Gel Wash and my Foreo Luna 2. I personally really enjoy the Eminence Stone Crop Gel Wash because it's very mild and soothing. It has gentle plant extracts and botanicals. It is free of sodium lauryl sulfate, which I recommend looking for in your cleanser. That is a really harsh stripping agent. I think most companies have kind of caught on to the fact that people are looking to avoid that in their skincare cleansers, and your skin just shouldn't feel dry or stripped or tight after you wash. So if you do feel that, you might want to look for a cleanser that is more suited to your skin type. Do I think the Foreo is absolutely necessary for everyone? No, I think you should first invest in your skincare routine and make sure you have a really great foundation, because that is what you will be putting on your skin every day. So it's going to make the biggest difference. However, if you struggle with giving yourself a thorough cleanse, I think it really is a sound investment. You will use it every day. And I notice with my clients, it can really take people to the next level because that foundation of having a great cleanse is so worth it. It is made of a medical grade silicone, so it stays free of bacteria and it gently oscillates again to get underneath that fine facial hair. And you do get a little element of massage, which is always nice and beneficial for the skin as well. Usually I do my skincare routine in the shower. I am a twice a day shower person. They're short showers, but I have a pet peeve about water dripping down my wrist and into my shirt. Comment below if you guys hate that too, and that is why you avoid doing your skincare at the sink. And then I'm going in with a washcloth. I don't do this every night as it can be too much exfoliation. You can also buy the little baby washcloths that are very gentle. I'm using this tonight because I'm at the sink and it just helps me to make sure I get everything off. A tip I have for my acne prone people, my dry people, my dehydrated people, my rosacea prone people, but really everybody, is to use lukewarm to cool water. When we use hot water, we are pulling moisture out of the skin. And for my rosacea people and my acne people, we want to avoid adding excess heat to the skin. I have advanced training in rosacea, and it is a condition I see very often with my clients. For my rosacea skin types, another tip is to wash your face at the sink rather than the shower, so you don't spend extra time in the warm or hot water, and just use warm or hot water in moderation. I know with rosacea people, there are a bunch of different sort of lifestyle tweaks and sacrifices that you have to make, but it is really important in managing rosacea because you don't want the condition to get out of hand. And it is really about having a careful skincare routine and being very cautious of the heat that you have in your lifestyle. Next, I'm going in with the GlyMed Skin Recovery Mist. I think toner is an important step that I know some people have different opinions on, but I really enjoy it because it sets the stage for the rest of your routine. It ensures your skin is pH balanced and that you have the perfect canvas to receive any other ingredients that come after. And for me, I like to use toner as a step to add hydration or perhaps a little bit of exfoliation and work on congestion. Tonight we're just sticking to hydration. This is a mist that can be used by all skin types. It is just Very gentle and hydrating. Next, I'm going to go in with a mask. I don't do this every night, but I want it to be a little bit fancy and fun for you guys. So this is a little bit of a deeper treatment to focus on both acne and anti-aging. This is the GlyMed Plus Anti-Aging Exfoliant Mask. It has a mix of glycolic, lactic, and salicylic acid. So those are all chemical exfoliants, as well as a little bit of light physical exfoliation from jojoba beads. This product is a fit for pretty much all skin types. Even my rosacea clients can use this mask. I especially love glycolic acid for my rosacea clients because it's very effective at eliminating the enzyme that the Demodex mites emit. If you don't know what the Demodex mites are, you might have to give them a little Google. They are not cute, but they essentially feed off of oil. So people who have rosacea tend to have more of these mites in their skin, and they do release this enzyme known as lipase, which is what stimulates the skin and can heat it up to over 99 degrees Fahrenheit. So contrary to popular belief, I think people assume with rosacea, you shouldn't do much in terms of exfoliation, which is not true. We want to make sure with rosacea, we are cleansing twice a day and we are exfoliating, not doing anything extreme or doing super intense, crazy glycolic peels off the bat, but a little bit is very effective in terms of treating rosacea. I also love this mask for my acne-prone people for a few reasons. Salicylic acid is really effective for oil absorption, and it is important with acne to be exfoliating regularly, probably 2 to 3 times a week. Breakouts happen when excess oil, dirt, and impurities build up in the follicle, so exfoliation is absolutely necessary for my acne clients to make sure we are sloughing off that top layer of dead skin and preventing anything from building up excessively within the follicle. I love this for my rosacea clients because it is an exfoliation that's not scrubby. You don't want a lot of friction or heat with rosacea. And similarly for my acne clients, this is a great mask because the beads are so gentle, they're not abrasive, and you really have to be careful if you do suffer from inflamed acne that has a red base or hormonal breakouts. You don't want to use anything scrubby that is going to open the lesions and spread that bacteria around. This mask is fun because you can use it for 1 to 2 minutes as a cleanser, or you can leave it on the skin as more of a deeper exfoliant mask for 5 to 10 minutes. So depending what you need, you can kind of cater the treatment to that. I tend to massage it for about 60 seconds or so. I don't want to overstimulate, but you do want to work it in a little bit. Okay, I'm just gently going to pat with a clean towel. My clients know I'm pretty intense about bacteria and towels, pillowcases, things like that. I do recommend you change them after every 1 to 2 uses, which I know sounds crazy, but it is super crucial that we hone in on bacteria and do not apply bacteria to our face after cleansing. A little bit of skin recovery mist again, just to add back in that hydration and balance our pH. My skin feels baby soft and my counter is soaking. Next, I'm going in with one of my absolute favorites. This is Fulvic Elixir by GlyMed Plus. Fulvic acid has been around in the medical field for a little while, but it is newer to the skincare industry. Fulvic acid is a critical nutrient. It is one of the most potent antioxidants that we know of, and it has so many benefits. It is anti-inflammatory, hydrating, and super healing. So I love this for, again, pretty much all of my clients, and I will use it on a variety of skin types. Everybody needs hydration and healing, so it can benefit both my acne clients, my clients who are after anti-aging, my clients who want more hydration, which is everybody, and my rosacea clients. I am now going to make a little little cocktail, I call it, for the rest of my skincare products. I'm going to mix a professional CBD booster. We all have our own natural endocannabinoid systems in our body, so adding CBD to your skincare routine, just make sure it is a legit company and a high quality CBD. CBD can help rebalance the skin, so whether you are dry, looking to focus on anti-aging, or concerned with acne, CBD can be absolutely incredible. I'm mixing the CBD, which is just a little trial size, with my GlyMed Plus Intense Peptide Moisturizer. As the name says, this moisturizer contains peptides, and I would say it is a medium weight moisturizer. It is non-comedogenic, so that helps with my acne concerns, and just chock full of peptides, which are important for building and keeping a strong, healthy foundation within the skin. When I apply my moisturizer, I like to use this time to do a little bit of facial massage, and you don't have to be too concerned with knowing a million moves. It's more about just keeping things moving. You can do a lot of circular motions, but our skin, you can think of it sort of like a stream of water. You want to keep everything moving to keep the stream healthy. Massage helps to boost circulation in the skin. It brings oxygen and nutrients to our skin cells, and it also boosts our collagen by strengthening the deeper layers of the epidermis. Something I love about Intense Peptide is it is also formulated for use around the eye. So if you want to get sort of a 2-in-1, you can also use it underneath the eye, and peptides help to firm and rebuild the delicate tissue around our eye. I know a lot of people get nervous to work around the eye. Don't be nervous. This is an area that collects a lot of stagnant blood flow, so you can just work lightly. I'm a fan of, we call this tapotement, just tapping and boosting circulation and stimulation. This is one of the best ways to reduce dark circles, bringing some circulation and blood flow to that area. I am going to treat the lips now. We can't forget about the lips. I try to always keep them hydrated, and I'm using the Tatcha, the Kissu lip mask. I think this is an absolutely lovely treatment, and it has squalane to keep your lips nice and nourished. I have been making a ton of TikToks about lash serums and how I personally believe they are not worth the risky side effects. Quick little story time. I actually went into my dermatologist about 5 years ago. I was, I think, 25 or 26, and I had this sunken in effect around my eyes. I had dark circles and fine lines. The area just looked really unhealthy, and I was just thinking, I'm tired and I probably need Botox. My dermatologist told me I should stop using the lash serum that I was using. Lash serums can contain something known as prostaglandin analogs. They can dissolve fat underneath the eye. They can darken pigment, which is what they're intended to do, darken your lashes, but they can also permanently darken the skin under your eye as well as the iris. They can result in dry eyes and sensitivity and burning, because what they do is actually attach to your lash receptors, stimulating them to always be in the growth cycle, so they're always growing longer, which is beautiful, but at the same time that disrupts your eye's ability to make tears. So just a bunch of risky side effects I personally don't want to deal with, and a lot of my clients have stopped using lash serums as well. Long story to tell you, this is what I now use instead for my lashes and my brows. This is the Briogeo Be Well Organic and Cold Pressed 100% Organic Castor Oil. I think this stuff is lovely and nourishing, and I just apply it to a little spoolie, and then I take care of my eyebrows and my lashes. I actually have hypothyroidism, which is a really common condition, and it can cause us to lose the tail of our eyebrow. So that's where this comes in handy. Taking care of every inch on the face, guys. that is it for my nighttime anti-aging and acne skincare routine. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. It was so much fun. My skin feels nice and hydrated and plump, and I hope yours does too, wherever you are watching this doing your skincare routine. If you want to connect with me on social media and learn more about skincare, you can find me on YouTube at Tessa Zolly, on Instagram and TikTok at MyEsthetessa, and my podcast, The Treatment Room, is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks for watching, guys. Lots of love, stay healthy, and I will see you next time.